Let's go. Let's get in now. We're out of chronological order here, but let's get into the playoffs.
Come
We've
on.
got two fun games here we're looking forward to. We've got Alabama getting Cincinnati. Cincinnati, as we lovingly say on this program, as an ode to a former West Virginia assistant coach that I love, Cincinnati, who used to coach at Cincinnati, and he called it Cincinnati. That's why I've always referred to it as Cincinnati, lovingly. All right, what do you do here? The last time we saw Alabama, they were Alabama. I mean, they absolutely woodshedded Georgia there and looked fantastic. Bryce Young took home the Heisman. It was Saban in an underdog role. You had all the stuff. Now they get the upstart first group of 5 team in the Bearcats to make it through to the playoffs, and Alabama's nearly a 2-touchdown favorite against Cincinnati here. Now listen, I like the Bearcats, man. They've been growing up with these veterans for a long time.
Yes.
Luke Fickell's been fantastic there, especially the last 2 years. They haven't lost. They come into Desmond Ridder at quarterback is really good. They have pros on this team. This isn't just an upstart plucky group of 5 here. This is a legitimate program that has pros. They might have 2 first-rounders at the cornerback position. Can Cincinnati keep it within 2 touchdowns here against Alabama?
I certainly think so. I do. I know why the number's the number, because it's Alabama. You have to put this number. You had to put the number at 14 and get the Cincinnati money early, because what happens in this situation is, all right, this is the midday game, 12:30 start Pacific, 3:30 start Eastern on Friday. There's no money. I mean, there's been bets on this game, but there hasn't been the money. The money comes in Vegas. Everybody gets here for New Year's the day before, 2 days before. So they're starting to come tomorrow, Wednesday. And everybody's going to be coming and betting Alabama because it's Alabama. So the number's now 13. It's going to get driven back up to 13.5 or 14 very quickly. In some places, it already has. You still have some 13.5s, the majority of the country. I like Cincinnati. I do.
Oh.
I think they can keep it close. Outside shot at winning. I don't want to see Alabama, Georgia again. I just don't. One of these dogs has to win the game. For me, college football, yeah, it would be cool to see a rematch. And then I would be obviously rooting for Georgia to somehow slay the dragon, take down the evil empire that is Alabama. But then you watch Alabama play, and you're sitting there holding the ticket on Cincinnati plus 13 or plus 13.5 going, I bet against this team. I actually took real money and bet against this team when they're winning by 28 and they're whooping it up on the sideline and Saban's yelling at them to, we got another game. That could very well happen. You want to bet Cincinnati? I mean, you like the favorite, don't you? You do.
I'm with you. I really want Cincinnati to at least be competitive here. I mean, give us a fun playoff game because there's blowouts every year on this.
Please.
It's hard to go against Alabama, and I've got competing trends for you. You like it when I give you trends? Here you go. Alabama's just 10-9 against the spread under Saban. Okay, all right.
10-9 what? In bowl
against the spread in bowls, yeah, in bowls under Saban.
I was going to say there were more than 19 games. What are you talking about?
But they've won the last 5 college football playoff semis by an average of 20 points.
Ugh.
Do we fade Saban in a big moment? I mean, that just doesn't seem smart, does it?
No, it doesn't.
That doesn't seem smart. 89-27 are the scores in those games, those 5 games at halftime. First half scores, 89 for Bama, 27 for those opponents. That courtesy of Sporting News. I don't know. Alabama -7 in the first half. This feels, maybe if it gets over 2 touchdowns, I got to look at Cincinnati, but my goodness, I'm afraid to go against Alabama. I just am. Cincinnati might be the right side. I'm afraid to go against Alabama.
Luke Fickell isn't afraid. I mean, he's played in big games, and I feel like maybe some years past, like the teams weren't going to be prepared or like the moment was going to be too big. I don't feel that at all for Cincinnati or Luke Fickell. Like, I know that they're going to be ready. Now, can they match Alabama? I think they can first unit to first unit, but as soon as anything happens or whatever, I don't know. Again, I want to see it. Am I crazy about it? No. Total's 58, right? Let me see. 58 pretty much painted across the world. This game go under?
Well,
I think this
okay, so yeah, so I
goes
was going to ask you
under.
this. Alabama's given up 2.5 yards a carry. Is Cincinnati going to come in and run it on them? Can
No,
Cincinnati run it on Alabama? 2.5
I,
yards a carry.
I don't think they're going to be able to run, but I think they'll be able to pass. I mean, you've seen Alabama be susceptible to the pass a little bit.
All right, let me ask you this. You're a longtime odds maker in parts unknown and in Vegas.
Yep.
If Notre Dame were playing Alabama, we just talked about how good Notre Dame was, great season. What's the line?
Same.
What's Alabama's trade? Same. You
Probably.
make it the same.
Yeah, it's not much lower. I mean, only because Cincinnati beat Notre Dame, right?
Right. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Cincinnati went on the road, won at Notre Dame. That's why we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
That's what punched their ticket. They go undefeated. They needed a signature win. They got it. Then Notre Dame upheld hits end of the bargain by winning 11 games. So you make that still even.
It's close.
Could Notre Dame beat Alabama? Would you take Notre Dame at 2 touchdowns against Alabama?
I would not.
You would not.
Only because I've seen that in years past, and I can't get that out of my head. Where Notre Dame has gone, and like some of the biggest bets I ever made were betting against Notre Dame in a bowl game with Alabama. Like a little soft spot for me in those situations. Those I felt were bigger mismatches. If Alabama played Notre Dame this year, I feel like it would be a bigger mismatch. Now, this might be the year that Notre Dame would make it competitive. I just think that Cincinnati's quarterback play is superior to Notre Dame's. And I think that Cincinnati's defense is superior to Notre Dame's. So that's why I think they have a shot in this game.
Can they win? Okay, go to what you always tell me. If you want to take the dog, you like to take them when they have a chance to win. Can Cincinnati beat Alabama?
They have to play a perfect game. They have to play a perfect game. They can. I think they can. I think the storybook can be written where they could win. Listen to us. We're doing it. We're talking to ourselves on to Cincinnati. Excuse me. I'm getting choked
You're
up.
talking to yourself. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it.
I can't. I mean, I can't do it. I'm gonna wait.
I want to do it. I don't think I can do it.
This will be the in-game. This will be the in-game betting thing for me. And I'm actually hosting an in-game live show on Friday. It's a 5-hour show scheduled on New Year's Eve for the Michigan and Georgia game. So I'll be on for that one, which doesn't allow me, to make a lot of bets and stuff. But like this one here will be one that I'm telling the kids and stuff. Listen, I'm watching this game. And they know what that means. I'll probably be making bets during the game. We'll know early.
Let me give you an unsolicited plug for your in-game stuff. I would encourage everybody that's watching this, watch Dave's in-game. One of my bigger hits since I've been doing this was Alabama National Championship. You were on the phone with me. We were watching it while we were talking, making bets. We had both sides. We did DraftKings. You're wearing the hat. They gave us a nice boost on, I don't even remember which side it was, the over or the under. We took that, got it. Then at halftime, you kept wait, hit it now. Hurry up, get it in. We got it as the number was moving. So you know your stuff on in-game. So I encourage people, if you like this stuff, check out Dave during the in-game on this stuff. He's good at that.
We hit a nice middle on that game.
We did. We got both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. We waited because there was a fast. See, that's the thing. Like you got to watch the first half, and like Bama first half may be the best bet of this entire game.
-7 right now. It's been a freight train, -7. Not as good this year as last, but pretty good. -7 for the Tide.
That might be it. And then Cincinnati hanging around. So just keep that in mind. And we'll actually follow us both on Twitter. Maybe we'll tweet it out. I did it the other day. You got that Suns play the other day? On the in-game, right?
You need to do that more. Your Twitter handle at SportsBKConsig is great, but I would appreciate it if you would just come in once in a while and drop. Like I didn't even research. That was a blind tail. Dave says Suns at halftime. Okay, good. Got it. Took it. I actually got a better number. I got 6.5 at the time.
Oh, I was doing the show in game live, and I was like, wait a second. They moved this thing all the way down to I saw 7 or 7.5, and I was like, Like they were 15 before the game. I went and looked at the box score. I was like, geez, they shot under 50% in the first half. They're going to blow this team out in the second half. And they ended up doing it. So
do more of that.
Yeah.
Can you give me more of that, please? All right, last thing I'll give you, because you said something interesting there. We've also seen Saban before. Listen, he gets the lead and he just chokes you out here. There could be the back door open for Cincinnati on this number because Alabama just says, hey, listen, we're up by 24. We're up by 17. I'm not getting fancy here. I'm just going to run the ball and get out of here.
Yeah.
So that could also be in play if you like Cincinnati and don't think they could win. That's an option as well.
Which again is a unique thing to this game because everyone in the bowl game has one game except the winner of this game and the next game. So once they get that lead and there's 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter and they're up 20, this thing can come back because the kids for losing team, I mean, everybody's still playing, but the winning team knows we got another game. So backdoor is very, very open for that game.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.